Hello everybody, welcome back to our channel. Hope everyone is having a wonderful day. In this video, we're going to be considering some of the spiritual gems, comments, examples for the week of December 11 to 17, 2023. And in this week's Bible reading, we have very encouraging information, Job 25 to 27, 3 chapters to consider. And now let's jump right in. We have the first question, and it comes from Job 26:14. Let's take a look of this scripture. It says, "Look, these are just the fringes of his ways, only a faint whisper has been heard of him. So, who can understand his mighty thunder?" Question: what does the little we know about creation moves us to acknowledge about Jehovah? The answer: creation proves that God is the incomparable organizer, yet the little we know about planets, stars, and galaxies moves us to acknowledge that these celestial bodies are superbly organized. Galaxies consist of millions of stars all moving in space in an orderly way, while planets in our solar system travel in orbits around the Sun as though they were humbly obeying traffic laws. Surely, the mind boggling order evident in the universe helps us to see that Jehovah, who skillfully made the heavens and the earth, deserves our praise, loyalty, and worship. And on the other hand, it teaches the importance of being persons who are organized and order. Okay, now let's move on to the second question. What spiritual gems from this week's Bible reading would you like to share regarding Jehovah, the field ministry, or something else? And we have number one, and just to keep this in mind, friends, we're gonna be reading the scripture first and then the comment to understand the idea. So, Job 25:1, it says, Bildad, the Shuhite, said in reply. Okay, this last part, said in reply. So this teaches how important it is to learn to reply, to respond others instead of responding on impulse, the first thing it comes to our mind. And it's good to think before responding, before replying. There are times when it won't be necessary to reply or respond, and the organization has trained us on this matter. The Benefit Book offers good ideas, good piece of advice about this matter. Learn to respond. Okay, now let's move on to number two. In Job 25:4, it says the scripture, "So how can mortal man be righteous before God, and how can one born of a woman be innocent?" So for many people, for simple man, serving God is a waste of time, and they say that it'll never be enough to obtain his approval, God's approval. But on the other hand, the Holy Scriptures teach us something very different. God declares us righteous thanks to the sacrifice of his beloved Son, Jesus Christ. And we have the example in 1 Corinthians 6:9-10 at the end. So we are grateful we have the scriptures that reveals the truth. Number three, Job 26:2, it says, "How you have helped the one with no power, how you have saved the arm that has no strength." So it transmits the idea to help others, and how different is our day. Today many people they hurt others without bad intentions, but the fact is that they are hurting them, and this should motivate us to be especially careful in the words we say to our brothers and sisters who are going through difficult situations and help them with encouraging words. So that's what Job was stating in this verse. Number 4. Job 26 7, it says, He stretches out the northern sky over empty space, suspending the earth upon nothing. So, about 3,500 years ago, the Bible stated that the earth is suspended upon nothing. This differs greatly from the myths that describe the earth as floating on water or being carried by a giant tortoise. And some 1,100 years after the book of Job was written, people continue to believe that the earth couldn't just hang in a meteor. It had to have something to rest upon. Only 300 years ago, in 1687, Isaac Newton published his work of gravity and explained that the Earth is held in orbit by an invisible force. This scientific milestone confirmed that what the Bible had stated more than 3,000 years earlier. Okay, number 5. Job, the same scripture, the same verse, 26:7, teach us something interesting for parents. Like they could play. Parents could stimulate the imagination of their children instead of just state the facts. And it's necessary also, but the child could use a ball or a stone to illustrate the point by showing that objects with mass have to rest on something. Such a lesson would impress on the child that Jehovah had facts recorded in the Bible long before humans could prove them. Number 6. Job 26:14. This verse says, Look, these are just the fringes of his ways, only a faint whisper has been heard of him. So who can understand his mighty thunder? So what men can grasp from their study of the material creation only approaches the fringes of God's ways, and is but a whisper as compared mighty thunder. This is even more true of God's works of judgment and salvation, his thoughts being too deep for ungodly persons to grasp. Okay, now let's move on to number 7, and we have Job 27:2, and it says, As surely as God lives, who has deprived me of justice, as the Almighty lives, who has made me bitter. So, this scripture reminds us that many servants of God had things so bad at times in their lives that they came to think that Jehovah was making their lives bitter. We have the Bible, the Holy Scriptures, and these help us to better understand about this matter, about why good people suffer. But even though with this knowledge, when we are going through trials, we might feel pain and abandonment. Okay. Number 8. Job 27:5, it says, It's unthinkable for me to declare you men righteous. Until I die, I won't renounce my integrity. So, Even in his worst moments, Job refused to turn against Jehovah God. He refused to believe the lies of those false friends. That's a statement of vital importance, and Job refused to give in. So it's a significant good example for us. We can do the same. Number 9. The same scripture teaches another lesson. Although Job didn't understand the issue why he was suffering, he didn't allow his three companions, false friends, to make him think that he had failed as an integrity keeper. This should strengthen our faith and help us to realize that we can maintain our integrity and uphold Jehovah's sovereignty. Number 10. The same scripture, because sometimes one scripture teaches many gems, and the lesson for this is only Job could take away his own integrity because integrity is dependent upon one's love for God. So, we should therefore cultivate our strong love for Jehovah. So, friends, that's it. We really enjoy this analysis of the spiritual gems section for this week. And thanks for your time, thanks for watching, and thanks for your patience with my English. And we hope to see you the next time. So be safe, have a lovely week, and see you all.